Hi everybody, it's Barb here at Barb's Totally Inked Stamp Pad. I've got a fun little project I'd like to share with you today. So let's get right to it. Look at this purse, isn't it darling? I just love it. It'll hold about 5 or 6 cards and it's really easy to do. After I made this one, I kind of changed it around a little and I like it. This is the same purse, only it has 2 handles, and it makes the cards much easier to get in and out of the little purse. So, okay, much easier. I chose this paper because I thought that it was more Thanksgiving and less Christmas, and therefore if I need a little hostess thank you gift at Thanksgiving time, I'll be all ready to go. So let's find out how to make this little purse. Alrighty, let's set that out of our way. Whoops! And drop everything. So you're going to need a piece of designer series paper that measures 9 by 12. You're going to need 2 pieces that measure 1 by 12. And then I'll discuss the scoring with you later. I did this as a live video earlier and it turned out very blurry. So I'm hoping that this is not going to be as blurry. So let me I have our new Stampin' Up! Trimmer, which I absolutely love. This way. The old trimmer, they had trouble keeping the blade sharp, so this is a new design and I really like it. The arm that swings out goes out to 17 inches, so that makes it really nice. It's got these little grooves that hold the arm in place. So let's just get going with our purse. I have a piece of designer series paper and we're going to cut it. This is 12 by 12, so we're just going to cut it at 9 inches. I'm going to push this down. Now with this trimmer, you don't need to cut as hard as you did with the other one because there's plastic underneath and you'll end up ruining your blade. So it's just a light touch and it just pulls down so easy. Now we need a piece that is 1 by 12, and let's just bring that back in here and find our 1 inch. The area on this side of the blade to the right side of the blade is a little bit bigger than the area that we had on our old one. And again, there's just a gentle little push. I'm not pushing hard at all. I'm letting the blade do all the work. And we're going to slide this over to 1 as well. Get that lined up. And those grooves hold that down so it doesn't wiggle at all. And again, just a light touch to just pull that down. So there are our 2 pieces of 1 by 12. We'll just put that piece aside for right now. Now we're going to pull our our cutting blade down, and on the 9-inch side at the top of our score, we're going to score at 1.5 on each end, or 7.5 and 1.5. So there's our 7.5. And 1.5 comes right to the end here, so that's it. And again, the score blade is so much nicer on this. You barely have to. And it's just easier for me to do 1.5 from each end. And we'll give that a good little score. Then we're going to turn it around and put our 12-inch side at the top of our trimmer. And we're going to line this up with the 11. So the imperial, my lines are on the bottom, and the centimeter metric sides are on the top. There. So we're going to, our first score is going to, on the 12-inch side, is going to be at 11. And then we're going to come down to 6 3/4. And we'll give that a score. And then we're going to go at 5 1/4. Give it a good score. And then at 1. And we'll give that a score. Okay, now we can put our trimmer away. If you don't have a trimmer, this is a really good one to get. I really like it. All right, now we're going to find, so we've got our paper at 9 by 12. We've scored it at 7.5 and 1.5 on the 9-inch side. On the 12-inch side, we've scored it at 11, 6 3/4, 5 1/4, and at 1. Now we're going to grab our bone folder, and we're just going to burnish, all fold and burnish on all those score lines. Now the worst part is deciding what I want for my outside and what do I want for my inside. Do I like that side for my outside and this for my inside? You know what, since it's fall, I think I'm going to put the green as my outside. So now that I've got that there, and on this score line, we're going to just give it another good burnish. And again here. Sometimes if you there we go. Give that a good burnish. Now come back. Okay. Losing my voice here. Alrighty. Now we're going to burnish that score line, and we're going to come over here. So now all of our score lines, excuse me, have been burnished. Now we have just a little bit of trimming to do. I'm going to take my nameplate and just move it out of the way. It kind of creates a little problem there. Look at my messy desktop. No, don't look at my messy desktop. Okay, so now you can see the score lines here. What we're going to do is we're going to cut up to that score line here. So we have a little tab here. And what I like to do is just take a little divot out. Go up. So that you have this little triangular piece that you've cut out. Okay? And you need to do that 4 times. Here. And here. Now, technically, I should be using, when I go to tape this, I should be using the tear and tape because it's a box and I like my boxes to stay together a little bit better. I, unfortunately, have run out of it. So I do have some fast fuse, and I know that we don't sell fast fuse anymore, but I still have some left, and that's going to work just fine for what I need. Okay, so now we have our paper, it's scored, and our little divots are cut. I like to put just a little bit of glue on this flap here, on the 2 ends and a little bit in the middle. And again, the 2 ends, a little bit in the middle and the other end. And just fold that down. Now I like to fold my tabs in. And these tabs that are sticking out, I'm going to put my tear and tape. Fast fuse, whichever good strong adhesive you like to use. Now I'm going to pull this piece up, and let me see if I can do it under the camera for you, and just put this piece right there. That hides the piece. This piece will get hidden in between the two, so that when you put your cards in, it's not going to catch on anything, and it'll make it easier. So now we'll just, for me it's easier to put it down and bring it up. Can you see what I'm doing? But on camera it's hard to show you, so let's see if we can. Alright, hopefully this isn't going to be as blurry as the live that I did. And I'm going to put my good strong adhesive along this end. I'm going to put I like to bring my tops together. This should just fit right in there ever so nice. Look at there. There we go. And then we'll do the same here. We'll put a piece of it down there. And then this should just fold up So nice. I'm going to take my bone folder and just give it a little burnish. So, we're 3/4 of the way done. That was easy. Now we're going to take our one piece and we're going to fold it. Now we have to decide, do we want the straps that way or do we want the straps the other way? I think it looks better on this particular one to do the straps this way. So what I'm going to do is just take my bone folder and run along the paper like so. It just breaks the fibers down and it makes turning it so much easier. So I've got my good strong adhesive here, and for the first one I just kind of eyeball it and put it down even with the top there, see, like so. Give it a good press, and on this side we need to put our good strong adhesive on the green side. Oops, should have had my silicone mat there. Now I'm just kind of eyeballing this strap to this strap and matching it up and putting it on. And then this strap. And look at there, we have a purse. How quick and easy was that? Now we can just decorate or leave it the same. Or if I go out for Thanksgiving dinner and need to give a little hostess gift, I'll be all set and ready to go. Isn't that cute? I love it. I love it. This is the Magnolia series paper, which you can now buy in bulk. So if you really like this paper, you can get a lot of it. Okay, that's our little purse. Let's go back to our original purse. This is just so pretty. I just love it. This is from the Christmas Time is Here suite that's going to be available November 1st. The Christmas Time is Here suite. What's nice about this is a suite, not a bundle. You can get it in a bundle and you can get an all-in-one. You can get all of it, or you can just get what you want. It comes with the paper. Let's get, we don't need those. And stamps. This is a red rubber stamp, and these are photopolymer, which makes it really nice when you're filling in. The paper is absolutely gorgeous. That information is on my website as well. Let me just show you a few quick cards that I made to go in my purse. Let's put the purse back here. This one uses both sides of the paper. This is 2 1/4, I believe, by 5 1/4, and I just folded one corner up, added a little trim, used the embossing folder, and who would have thought that soft seafoam would have gone so nicely with the Mary Merlot. Love it. This next card is a full quarter sheet, the whole thing is made out of designer series paper, and it's cut 12 by 4, and I scored it at 5 1/2, and there was this little extra piece here what was 1 inch. I just folded it up. Meg Loven showed us this, and I just thought it was brilliant. So it shows both sides of the paper. Isn't it beautiful? Put a little ribbon on it. This I cut out with the die. It come right out of the designer series paper. Beautiful, beautiful. And that's where I got the embellishment for the front of my purse. Was right out of, why reinvent the wheel? All I had to do was put my die on it and cut it out. It was already colored, ready to go. I like things like that. This card is one of my favorite. This is using the dies. This is, again, using the die cut on the designer series paper. This was a 4 1/4 by 11. I cut this down to 2 inches and then just cut that off. Put some designer series paper here. Again, use the cutout there. This is part of the dies that come with it, and it just makes a fun little card. So, and very nicely will fit. You can put these are 3 cards, and I'm sure you could put 6 cards in a little purse. Wouldn't that make a nice gift for someone? That's what I have for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, I'm Barb, And if you go to www.barbhopper.stampinup.net, you can find any of the projects there. Also, you'll be able to see the Christmas Time is Here suite starting November 1st. And the Magnolia paper is now available on a customer order in bulk, which makes it nice if you've got a lot of presents to do. Okay, any questions? Just let me know. Bye-bye for now. Happy stamping!